Governor Rick Scott's controversial chief of staff continues to make news, now being blamed for questionable decisions. This week in politics, from left and right, our political consultants discuss why this matters to the average Floridian.
You know, when you have somebody who is smart, people criticize.
Well, you know what? He's so controversial.
Well, sure, he makes decisions.
Well, we're talking about Steve McNamara.
Right.
So let's say Steve McNamara, the infamous Steve McNamara, who worked for...
He's infamous for being involved in government many years and making a lot of decisions. And when you make hard decisions, people get hard feelings.
You know what?
towards
That's what I love about you. You
Thank
are
you.
so absolutely generous. He is one of the most controversial chiefs of staff that has ever walked the face of the earth.
He was that way when he was Herodopoulos chief of staff.
Well, what about with Thrasher? He was John Thrasher's chief of staff over there. He raised hell over there in the House.
They got a lot done. Gail.
Oh my God! I mean, the people are still blinking and crying over half of that stuff. Look at Herodopoulos.
Politicians have to make decisions. What do you want? Politicians that don't make decisions? That's horrible.
Yeah, but the chief of staff is supposed to give you good advice, not bad advice. And let's get to Rick Scott
I'm not saying he's perfect now. I don't know anybody that's always given perfect advice. That is what I love about you. You are the absolute gentleman. She said twice she loved me, okay? Twice.
I do. We've always been friends, and we always will be friends. But, you know, McNamara just is like a cloud of smoke, a cloud of dust, and just controversy everywhere he goes. I've known Steve for years.
You see things a little differently than I do, and that's okay. I respect your opinion. But I see a hard-working guy. Have always agreed with him? No. Does everybody always agree with him? No. But you never fail to know where he's coming from. Thank the Lord. That's a plus in government.
Yeah, but every
I'm tired of these people that just wishy-washy around.
Yeah, but you know what? Can I say this?
Please.
When you've got a neophyte governor, and you bring this guy in for almost $200,000 a year, he better be on his game. He has not been on his game with this man, and I do not like much of anything that Rick Scott does. But I can tell you one thing, that guy'd be long gone if he were giving me all the bad advice he's given Rick Scott. And I don't think it's fair. I don't think it's fair to the people of Florida that you got a guy over there that's cutting deals that benefit himself. It benefits him.
Well, now, that's an ethical charge.
Well, do you think he should be charged? Do you think someone's going to charge him?
Well, look, if there's an ethical concern, there are ways to make those charges and let the man defend himself.
Well, he's got Rick Scott over there doing deals or making decisions predicated upon he benefits. You know, I mean, it's like
you don't like the governor's decision, so why would you like the advice that the chief of staff
All I'm saying is the Cubans don't like the advice either. Clearly, with this Cuban thing, that was horrible.
That was a fiasco, and I don't know who's responsible.
Explain it. Tell us what happened.
Well, I think what happened is the governor signed the bill that said you can't do business with Syria or Cuba and do a state contract, and that probably catches a lot of people that they shouldn't catch, frankly. But it's a big issue in the Cuban-American community. The governor goes to Miami last week. He signs the bill, makes a big deal about it. The Cuban-Americans are happy. And then the governor comes out and says, but I don't think it's enforceable. I don't think it's constitutional. Yeah, I don't know if the governor did that based on advice, then the person who gave him that advice should be gone. I don't care if it's Steve McNamara.
Well, it
me
most certainly was.
They should be gone.
We agree about this. But when you're bigger, and you stir up more, you know what, caca, than is necessary, and take attention away from the principal, that would be the governor, that's a problem.
Are we ever going to tell folks that the courts have settled the reapportionment issue?
Next week, baby, next week.
Because qualifying's next month. It's only 30 days away.
June 4th, that's right. And we're going to see, it's going to be interesting. That's it from Politics on the Left.
And from the right.